Hey, the timeless tale of Clara, the Mouse King, toy soldiers, and more. They're all waiting for you as the Nutcracker from the Grand Rapids Ballet returns to the Voss Performance Hall.
It is a family tradition for many in West Michigan, and a great idea if you're looking to start one. The set, the dancers, the iconic score from Tchaikovsky. Let's talk about it. Joining us today, of course, we've got James Safranco, Nathan Young, and Rowan Allegra. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, this is a yearly thing, you guys. Such a favorite for the community and beyond. Let's talk about the Nutcracker and the significance of this show every year.
Oh, this is just our holiday favorite. It has been performed for over 50 years in America. It has become this sort of phenomenon that has swept through America. It's popular in Europe too, but not as popular here, there as it is here in America. So it's just something that we have grown up with. I've danced it since I was 8, and I will also be Drosselmeyer in the production too. So the story continues for me as well.
Oh, I love that.
James is getting there. I love that. Hey, let's talk about, we talk a lot about, obviously this show is a tradition, as we mentioned, but we also talk about how this is a professional troupe. I want to talk to the dancers. I mean, what is it like? What does it mean to be a professional dancer? I mean, people come and see these shows. They might not realize that this is your job.
Yeah, I mean, Nutcracker, I think, is one of the most magical shows for us because for so many people, like kids and families, it's their first introduction to ballet. So I feel like knowing that like there are so many people in the audience that are like, oh my gosh, this is ballet, this is magic, like getting to be a part of that and getting to be part of their experience is like super magical and rewarding for us.
And I feel like we get to reach so many levels of the community, whether it's your first ballet or you are a subscriber, you see the ballet every time we do a show. So not only is it great for Grand Rapids, but it's great for the dancers too. We have to be at the top of our game, and it reminds everyone that we are at the highest level of our craft at DeVos with the symphony, and we all have to be on too. And
not only fantastic at the top of your game, but going home after your job right here in Grand Rapids. You're not a traveling exhibit that's
right.
coming through to perform us and leave. This is your daily job.
Our dancers come to us from all over the country and all over the world. We have a lot of international dancers as well who want to dance here in Grand Rapids for this West Michigan community. We're Michigan's only classical professional ballet company.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's talk about your roles, who you are, and then also talk a little bit about what it's like. You talk about this is a lot of people's entry. You're seeing these little kids in the audience who have never seen the show before, and I'm sure their reactions like really plays into and feeds into your performance.
Yeah.
What kind of difference does that make?
Well, Rowan is the Nutcracker, in the Nutcracker, she's the Sugar Plum Fairy, and I'm her cavalier. So I basically do everything in my power to make her look as beautiful as she possibly can be.
You don't have to work that hard.
I don't. No, it's not a tall task. So we do the Grand Pas de Deux in the second act. There's also the Nutcracker Prince, of course, and Clara. And for the young dancers in the audience, it's a pretty straightforward narrative. Clara, of course, gets her Nutcracker doll from her uncle, which then transforms and transports her into the land of the sweets. So it's so rewarding to see them, wide-eyed at all the cinematic-like effects of a live ballet performance.
My wife and I did a deep dive over the weekend for some reason into what actually goes into making a sugar plum.
Tell us.
And evidently, it is ridiculously hard. It takes a very long time to do this, so it's much more difficult than what people think, which I thought really transferred really well into ballet, right? What's the most difficult part that you make look so effortless in this show?
Oh, well, I mean, the pas de deux is one of my favorite parts, but it's also one of the most challenging. And then her variation, her dance that she does afterwards is almost 3 minutes long, and it requires a lot of control, precision, looking calm when maybe you're dying inside. but I love it so much, and getting through that and getting to feel like you conquered that and made something beautiful is amazing.
To do that for 3 minutes straight, people might be going, try it. Just try running in place for 3 minutes.
You can't. Like, they can't even attempt to try
to what you're doing.
to do the things that you guys are doing on stage.
It's amazing.
And so, James, let's talk a little bit about, getting people there. This is for all ages. This is a great show, a great way to get introduced to ballet.
Yeah, it's like Nathan said, it's a straightforward story. It's a story that has appealed to all ages. I would say the music too is one of our largest selling points. This is performed live by the Grand Rapids Symphony. The Tchaikovsky score has just become so synonymous with the holidays. It is really, really beautiful music, and you'd think we'd get tired of it after so many years in our life of hearing it and dancing to it, but you don't. The music starts playing from the pit, and you're just filled with the magical spirit, and it was really like one of the best Christmas gifts ever that Tchaikovsky gave to the world of ballet. Another one that he wrote was Swan Lake, and that's coming up in February
There you
too.
go.
Oh my gosh.
We'll drop
Sorry.
there. No,
Okay.
absolutely. And I love, Roan, that you're like, you never get sick of this. That
Yeah,
as many
it's-
times as you performed it.
It's always one of my favorite parts of the year. So.
Wonderful. Well, so let's make it your favorite part of the year as well. Let's get to the Nutcracker. It opens this week, the 12th to the 14th, the 19th to the 21st. The performances are at DeVos Performance Hall, 2 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. And you get to see the symphony too. So you get a 2-for-1 right here. So grballet.com to get your tickets. Make it another tradition for the holidays.